Hi, I'm Bill Wilt of Assured Research. Thanks so much for joining this quick hit video, where in about 5 minutes, we're going to cover just one topic drawn from our May 2024 Assured briefing. Now, in that briefing, given the time of year with fresh statutory insurance data and lots of fresh economic data from the full year 2023, we covered a number of areas where you can marry information from the economy and property casualty insurance to glean what we think are some pretty interesting insights. We're going to cover just one of those in this video. And while I switch over and share my screen, I'll just thank you if you're a subscriber to our work. And if you're not, we'll suggest that if you enjoy this and want to learn more about our work, to reach out, and certainly we can set you up with a trial to our research content. So the message here is that social inflation hits insurers, but not economies. And we'll look at two separate studies that have identified a number of states where nuclear verdicts, social inflation are particularly bad, and show what we'll examine is their real GDP growth rate over the last 6 years and their liability loss and loss adjustment expense ratios. So here on the left is a study from Marathon Strategies, or the states are drawn from a study by Marathon Strategies. It was done last year, but we're going to assume that these 11 states that they identified as having particularly prevalent nuclear verdicts are still kind of in the sin bin. And what we do is look at their compound average growth rate in real GDP compared to the national average. Green better, that's the line there. Green better, yellow kind of about the same, and red worse. So you see on the left kind of mixed performance. There are a few more states in the growing below the overall national average, but broadly mixed, with a few states better, a few states growing at the national average, and a few states doing worse. If we look over on the right-hand side, though, look at their liability loss and LAE ratios. Most of the states are worse or worse than average. Two states kind of at the average, and two states better. Maybe not overly convincing argument to be made there. But if we look at another study that identified the states judged as having the best legal environments, or excuse me, the worst is on the left, the best legal environments on the right. There you see kind of, again, mixed economic performance. You wouldn't look at this and say that the states judged as having the 10 worst on the left or the 10 best legal environments on the right, that's particularly predictive of how their economies would perform. Again, mixed. I do want to mention, though, that there at the bottom, the bad news: the economy is judged as having a difficult, bad tort environment. They're 8 times the economy is judged as having the best legal environment. Look on the right-hand side, the best states with the best legal environments: Idaho, Maine, Nebraska, Montana, South Dakota. On the left include states like Florida, Georgia, California, Illinois, New Jersey. You get it. But now we switch to the loss and LAE results, again, compared to the national average. Again, the 10 states with the worst legal environment on the left, fair bit of red. And on the right, the states with the best legal environment, only Delaware is worse than the national average. So most of the evidence supports, we think, our assertion that social inflation tends to hit, at least as it's manifesting now, hit insurers, but not economies. It's clear that there is a point at which social inflation can get bad enough. It does start to hit economies. Think Florida and real estate, and that does lead to reform. That's absolutely what happened back in the 1980s, where social inflation really did hit economies, and that led to massive nationwide tort reform. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this. And as I said, if you want to learn more, just reach out. We'll put you on a trial to our work. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your day.